Hey guys, I'm back again. Welcome to day one in the life of the Galaxy Z Flip 5. Currently I'm recording this video using the Flip 5 itself. I have it dock on my computer, so I'm using it the way that it is intended. So here you see, I just have it sitting on top of my laptop and I'm currently on a chair. So this is one of the biggest benefits of having a flipping phone because you can just record videos like these using the main camera. Pretty much dock this thing anywhere you want and just start recording, so that's really cool. With the Galaxy Z Fold 5, you can't really do this because it does have a preview screen, but it requires you to open up the phone, and it gets awkward because then now you get a tablet mode that you got to figure out where to stand up and lean, I guess. If you got to do that, it kind of defeats the purpose. So the flipping phone does have a slight advantage here that you can use the main camera and use it to record yourself. So perfect for vlogger style videos like these, perfect for TikTok if you want to dock it somewhere and start dancing. So that's one of the benefits of having a flipping phone compared to a folding phone. It's also much lighter, portable, stylish. So these are the main reasons why you would want to get a flipping phone. And I just got back from using the Galaxy Z Fold 5 and also the Pixel Fold as well. So for today, I'm going to answer the question on whether or not you should get a flipping phone, a folding phone, or just a standard slab phone. Because they all have their unique little quirks that you got to deal with. I already hit on a little bit earlier about the reasons why you want to get a flipping phone. And just to go a little bit deeper for folding phones, it's more meant for people who want to be immersive in the screen experience. You want to increase the screen on time, you want to watch videos on a large screen, you want to play games on a large screen. So those are some of the benefits of a folding phone. Versus on the other hand, with the flipping phone, you're actually trying to, in a way, indirectly, at least for the Galaxy series, it's meant for you to reduce your screen on time. Because once you finish using your phone, you close it up. This year you get the bigger outer display, but at the same time, it's not fully functional. It's more meant to be a giant notification panel. It has some widgets you can access, you can flip across, see the time, the weather, your alarm clocks, calendar widgets and things like that. And I actually thought you're going to be able to use all apps available, but when I went into the settings, I dug into the lab setting from Samsung, and there's only 5 apps that's available. So it's pretty limited. You can do texting, maps, and a few others. I like Motorola's implementation better with the Moto Razr Plus, because you can use the front screen just like a regular phone. You have access to every single apps. Not all of them is optimized well, but I would say they work 80 to 90% just fine, and that's enough for me. And I think that is a better use of the outer display versus just having a giant notification panel. Because having a notification panel means that you have to physically open up the phone every time you want to use it. And it does get annoying, and it gets challenging with one hand as well. If I'm holding with my right hand, I feel pretty comfortable just flicking it open. But if I'm holding with my left hand, it is not as strong. So every time I flick it, sometimes I gotta flick it 2 to 3 times just to make it open. Or if I don't want to flick it, I can dig it in with my thumb and then try to open it. It gets awkward because I gotta turn my phone to the side, and it's just not very easy to open the phone. So that's the main point. These flipping phones are very nice in theory. They look nice, they're pretty, they're stylish, but they're not very practical. I think they should find a way, maybe have like a button to press so you can flip the phone open like the Sidekick back in the day. That would be cool. So it'd be easier for one hand to use. I mean, you have 2 hands, it's fine. Just take the other hand and open it. That would just work normally. So the biggest flaw with Samsung phone, the flipping phone right now, is you literally have to open everything every single time you want to use it. It does get tiring. It does. It's like an extra step that you need to take. Versus a standard slab phone, you just pick it up and start using it. Whether it's face unlock, fingerprint sensor, you can just do it very easily. Oh, speaking of fingerprint sensor, I do not like the button placement on the Galaxy Z Flip 5 because the way that it is made, if the phone is closed and you pick it up, my index, if I'm holding my left hand, my index finger, I have to stretch all the way to the top just to hit that fingerprint sensor, and somehow, I don't know. It's just when you're registering your fingerprint sensor, you're doing it just straight flat down. Versus you trying to curl up and do one of these at the corner, it doesn't really register as well. So I find that since the Flip 5 had the button placement on top, it's harder to reach, and I have trouble unlocking a phone, especially with my left hand. But if I switch it over to my right hand, it's more natural. I can just tap it pretty easily heads on. So it's just something I want to point out. But for some reason, when I was using the Motorola phone, I don't remember having this issue of trying to unlock the phone, especially with my left hand. So it's just something I wanted to point out. But I think the regular standard Slab phone is generally just much easier to use. Everyone's been using it for the last 10, 20 years. You just pick it up and start using it. With the flip phone, you kind of have to figure out, like, do I open it? Do I don't? What information can I access on the outer of the screen? So you have to make a conscious effort to open up the phone when you want to use it and close the phone when you're done using it. So it's just extra steps. And on the other hand, like, it's portable, it's nice. I have some basketball shorts that have small pocket. If I have a standard size phone, it might be sticking out, but these phones fit nicely in a pocket. Especially if you have smaller pockets, women's clothing, purses, things like that. There is some slight benefit there, being able to fold your phone in half. But on a day-to-day basis, you have to open up every time you want to use it. It does take a lot of effort. Folding phone, on the other hand, is super big and heavy and bulky. Although it's nice to have a big immersive screen. So it all depends what you're trying to do. Folding phone, they generally cost $2,000 for the big folding phone. For the smaller flipping phone, they cost $1,000. So far, after day one of using this phone, I'm pretty happy with the battery life. Like, I spent half of the day realizing I forgot to put the SIM card in. So I was wondering why I was getting like 7 hours of battery life and I still have 75% left. So I slapped the SIM card in. I did a lot of video recording the rest of the day. I woke up at 5 a.m. on day one, and by 9 p.m. I was at roughly 15%. So that's about 16 hours of battery life under pretty heavy usage. I was using a video camera for at least half an hour. So pretty impressed with the battery life with this phone on day one. We'll see how it holds up in the long run, but at least first day, it is a pretty significant improvement. I would call that an all-day long battery life, given I woke up at 5 a.m. and didn't need to charge until 9 p.m. at night. So pretty happy with that. The only thing I'm not happy about is just the outer display. I was expecting more functionality, especially since I used the Razer Plus, and I just think that was a better implementation. You can use all the apps and do everything just like a normal phone would. You can check notification, open it up, and if you open up Snapchat will open up. Here you can see the Snapchat notification, but you can't really open it. You have to physically open your phone to use it. And that part of it, I don't really like about the Galaxy Z Flip 5. Alright, so this wraps up day one. Just a quick video. I want to give some initial thoughts and updates as we go along, just to let you know how it feels like to use different types of phone. And I'm going to use this phone for a couple of weeks, and I'll keep doing these daily videos for you guys. Let me know if you have your thoughts, questions, or concerns. I know one of the questions I had in the last video is just whether or not the Flip 5 is gimmicky. I think it is slightly gimmicky. I mean, if you care about like style, portability, and being able to kind of dock your phone and record any way you want, if those things are important to you, it may be your thing. But on a day-to-day basis, it doesn't really offer a lot of functionality more than a regular Slab phone. I mean, if anything, it's less ideal. You only get 2 cameras instead of 3 cameras on the S series. So the S series offer a better camera. And as of right now, I still think it's slightly gimmicky, and I would have preferred a more functional outer display. I think having that functional outer display will be a better implementation and just better user experience. Because sometimes it's easier for me just to do, I don't know, just open up Snapchat on the front screen. I can access it, tap it, close it up, and turn off the power and put my phone away, versus having to open up the phone every single time. That is my biggest complaint of using the flipping phone in the past. And it wasn't until this year that Samsung made the screen bigger. Motorola made the screen bigger as well, but I think Motorola did it better. Don't get me wrong, I'm a big Samsung fan. I have hope for the future, but for right now, I'm not really happy with the implementation. Not to mention, Motorola designs even better. They use the bold design, full screen, and the front preview on the front cover screen, versus Samsung, they got this awkward manila folder shaped design because they didn't want to touch the camera area. So I think Motorola got Samsung beat in the Flip series this year, but I still think the Flip series is going to sell better, but I prefer the Moto experience more. Alright guys, thank you for watching. Let me know if you have any additional thoughts, questions, or concerns. Remember to like and subscribe. Let me know if there's anything else you want me to answer about flipping phone, folding phone, just standard phones, or anything like that. Please check out my day 0 unboxing video if you haven't already. I'm going to cover this video for a couple of weeks, give you guys my daily updates, and I may not post every single day, but I will make a daily series for this one. Alright guys, thank you for watching. See you guys in the next video.